Welcome to Channel Make your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrating to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once we have all the updated news, you'll be the first one of getting all the insight. Now in this video, I would like to take you into a little bit of depth and explanations on what you probably can get for a refund. Now, are you a visa holder? Do you hold Australian visa during this pandemic? Perhaps you can actually apply for a refund. Obviously, because you cannot even enter into the country. So I would like to take you an update of what is happening and what you can do. All right, let's jump into the actual website which has been provided. You can actually search this on Google, and all you need to do is punch in COVID-19, Home Affairs, and space refunds. You'll be able to get to this page. So this page, again, this page does provide multiple languages, but in this video, I will just do the English version. So how many different type of, I noticed there are a lot of other types of visas haven't really been actually being spec'd out at this point of time, but here on the late October 2021, we have prospective marriage visa and also the Pacific Labor Scheme seasonal worker program, temporary shortage visa holder, working holiday visa, visitor visa holders, they're able to seek waiver, extension, or perhaps a refund. So let's going through all of them. So as you can see here, it indicates some of the visa holders who have paid the VAC, meaning visa application charge, in connection to the visa application that is being affected by the COVID restrictions. So obviously, even if they granted or not, they can't even enter into Australia. So what can they do? If you're eligible, you're able to seek a refund. So there is a COVID travel restriction VAC refund request form, which I'll show you later on, and the further information for refund and getting a thing. So if you have already applied for prospective marriage visa, I'm not too sure why they don't include partner visa there, because I do know there are people being affected with the partner visa lodgements, but don't know. I've written a lot of email to the department, but with no response at this point of time. Change has been introduced in late 2020, early 2021. Supported prospective visa subclass 300 and a former visa holder unable to enter. Obviously, the reason they require to enter is at the prospective marriage visa. Obviously, is you are planning to travel into Australia to get married, but obviously due to pandemic, COVID control, you will not be able to enter in, and obviously then the visa condition will affect negatively. So they have this instrument to actually get this situation waived. The department is aware of ongoing impact travel restrictions. We continue to review the setting, respond to challenge posed by COVID-19. We'll provide more information. So at this stage, let's have a look. Changes to the prospective visa holder introduced in December 2020 and Feb 2021 visa extensions. So there is extensions there on the 10th of December. Prospective marriage visa holder and former visa holder who were outside. Obviously you're outside, so you can't do anything. If you're in Australia, then you're fine. And what is happening is anytime between 6th October and 10th of December, visa validity will be extended to 31st of March 2020. So giving them more time, so they probably can travel into the country, perhaps because we are expecting a border opening on the 1st November. So hopefully by the end of this year or next year, early next year, you'll be able to travel in. Now, if you're seeking for refund being provided for COVID related travel restrictions. So if you're a prospective visa holder, extended, and the payer of VAC visa application charge may request a refund if only if okay, you need to provide all this. You have not traveled to Australia after 10th of December as a holder, and a time request refund your visa has ceased to be in effect or was cancelled at your request if you have currently in effect. So meaning that you couldn't arrive in Australia for the marriage, obviously then you breach the condition which is beyond your control because the border restrictions, then you will be able to seek those refunds. So all you need to do is you go in the email account and press the refund request and get this form done. I'm gonna take you to the actual form, and show you how it looks like. And the form of prospective marriage visa holders, again, it's similar, and if you're affected, it's the same. So limited number of guests attend your proposed wedding, preventing guests. So there's a lot of things that have been beyond your control, preventing the actual marriage being taking place. Then there is an instrument and the policy that require for you to actually go through it. Now, to assist prospective marriage visa applicant unable to enter due to the control prospective visa granted from 27th February 2020, which is going to be early this year, and may have visa validity between 9 to 15 months. This will change previous standard 9 months. So they're giving a longer visa time. Hopefully by the end of this year or early next year, everything will be solved and you'll be able to travel into Australia. Okay, Pacific Labour Scheme as seasonal worker. I know there's not many people on my channel about this, but I still wanted to get this through. So if you already pay it's for 403 visa following granted on the 20th of March 2020, which is the actual date that the Prime Minister of Australia, Scott Morrison, announced of the concept of Fortress Australia and closing the border and getting all the temporary visa holders out of the country. Obviously cannot come back. Until now, you still cannot travel back, and then you pay for the money. You cannot even come here for the rights that you were given by the government of Australia. Then you will be able to seek a refund as well. TSS 482. So if you were outside of Australia as the TSS visa holder after 1st February 2020, which has since ceased, you'll be able to eligible for VAC waiver. So that means you can apply again with no charge. Obviously, you were granted in order to come into Australia to work. But obviously the border control, you cannot come in. I think that's another reason why there's a lot of 482 visa holders, applicants. The visa has been delayed, although a lot of people, I've got one client sponsor approved, nomination approved, but the visa application is pending because obviously they're controlling the border at this point in time. You are able to enter, you travel to Australia, depart after 1st of Feb, and were unable to return back. And obviously there will be a waiver for your upcoming visa application. You got to lodge before 31st of December 2022, so end of next year, and you will get a free application fee. You don't need to pay again, so it's a right that given back to you again, which is very, very good. Now, working holiday maker, there's so many working holiday maker being affected. Obviously, the 2 years of people had play, visa granted, come and get in for sure. Then again, there will be a refund mechanism there. You only need to do is go in there and take the refund request. Visitor visa, there are people applying for visitor visa granted between 20th of March and the 31st of December 2021, end of this year, and maybe receive a visa waiver for future visa applicant. So if you got it but you cannot enter it, then obviously you apply for exemption. So there's another exemption thing here, and let's have a look. So there is a table of summaries that what we have just gone through. So it's basically a policy that enforcing allows the visa applicant who had suffered with the right that was supposedly be given by the government of Australia to actually enter into Australia, but obviously due to pandemic there's a lot of restrictions, so you wasted the time and money, and the government of Australia is generous enough to actually waive your next visa for free, or provide a visa fund refund back to you. So okay, let's take a look the refund form. It's quite simple. It's not that complicated. So obviously you give a tick, and you tick whatever the category that you're in. If you are in this situation, and then obviously you continue and go on and put in your passport and your visa detail there, and that's it. That's pretty simple. There. And the travel restriction exemptions, again, that's for people who wanted to enter into Australia. That I think this will be scrapped very soon, because once the 1st November, there's no exemption required for Australians to travel out of Australia. And furthermore, when we enter into phase 3 and phase 4 of the border control, and the due to pandemic, a lot of this will be scrapped, so not required anymore. So people start coming in, international students start coming in after first the allowing Australian citizen and permanent resident to travel in and out of Australia. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, so once we have these updates and news, perhaps the Prime Minister go on a media or announcement by Immigration Minister, will be the first one getting all these information to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.